Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life. I'm at the bottom end of Old Town, just above the Turkish Baths, which if you saw my previous film, I went for a rather muddy wander through. So now I'm going back up to the central part of Old Paphos. Careful, I don't slip when my feet are covered in mud. This is Keryneia Square. A close-up of that. The smallest out of 6 districts of Cyprus, both in area and population, but a history harking back to antiquity. There you go. I could stand there and read out the whole sign, but it's not exactly what you call essential viewing. Perhaps I'll take a picture of it and use it in a blog article. Right, so we got Macarius Avenue on the right, which takes you straight up to the town hall and Kennedy Square. We're going to go left. Let me show you it too though. There you go. And normally it's pedestrianised, but perhaps because they're cleaning, the bollards are down at the moment so cars can get up. However, I think only cleaning vehicles, etc., are taking advantage of that, which is good to see. So there's a number of shops here and lots of yummy food because it smells gorgeous. Up there's the Green Living Wall and the indoor market. But I'm going to go right just here. Now this place isn't open yet. They do very nice food. If you fancy some Souvlaki. Dan's handmade arts and craft. Well, there's lots of people here. Always upsets my daughter because they do rabbit. That's they own a restaurant. Now they used to, in years gone by, have lanterns hanging from cables they put between the buildings, and it's a lovely sight, but obviously the trees they planted mean that the lanterns are no longer viable. Oh, that's a good alternate there. Gives the Green Living Wall a run for its money. So yes, but I can only recommend that some other alleyway takes advantage of the fact that there's nowhere but it can be called Lantern Alley and sticks their own lanterns up. Right, I'm just going to briefly pop down here without going across the road because there's there's 2 nice murals here and a cat. My God! This changes everything. Meow. Oh, a timid cat. I'll leave it alone. Right, so first of all you have this one, which has been here for a while now, since 2016, in fact, copyright thing is. That's fine, it sounds about right, because it went up to parts of the Street Art Square festivals that they had. And there's even an old 2017 logo from when we were capital of European culture. But on the other side you have this lovely advert for the Chernobyl bar, or Chernobyl, and how it's pronounced these days. And I have to say that is pretty spectacular. There used to be another mural behind it, but it pretty much faded away anyway, so I've no qualms of them painting over it with such a good job as that. There are a number of little alleys along here. Work out which way to go. I'm going to go up this way because I'm heading back that way. I'll just have a brief look at what's left of Aphrodite's children. If you remember from previous films and articles, the wall it's built on is being turned into a small hotel. And of course that means that the mural itself is now out of commission, so to speak. Oh, the bottom half is anyway. You can still see her head poking out the top. But Aphrodite's children, there's no more. Nice little peek. Now we'll go back this way. It's clothes shops and food places is what you're going to find from here. And now this pink room here is Stephanie Rose. They've really got the whole social media advertising down to a T. It is a lovely place, it's incredibly photogenic. And also, they don't mind you going in and filming them. So have a brief pan round. So you can see their buns. God, look at that. Let's go out. 4 ways to come. Now there were people in there before you say it was empty, but I was just able not to film them in case they didn't want to be filmed there. Privacy is always a big concern. Right, now we're going into Ibrahim's Khan. Now this place was a complete bomb site before it was renovated. And there are pictures on the other side of it where you can see that. It's not just me digging them up. There's Sharon Taylor's mosaic workshop. I don't know if they're open or not. Probably at lunch. I've got a closed sign up, so yeah. And there's an outdoor theatre here which gets used fairly frequently, though not at the moment. And when it is used, this area up here has lots of seating on it. And it's very nice, I have to say. I'm going up that way, just so I can come back this way. There's a lift that goes somewhere, and there's a toilet here, which is useful to know, with disabled access. So here's the rest of Ibrahim's Khan. Kebab shop, jewellery. I'll pan the camera around and you've got ice creams. There's still a few spiders left. There used to be quite a few more. One of them was made by my daughter, he proudly bragged. I thought that said pasty workshops. I would be in there like a shot. I think this goes back to what I was saying in the previous commentary about doing what you want on holiday, etc. If I see anywhere that does Cornish pasties, proper ones, I don't care where I am, I'm having one. Handmade print studio. Wonder if they use potatoes. Now I've got to be a bit careful here because there's a little children's play area across the way. And you have lots of wind catchers, which I will show you rather than the kiddies play area. There you go, get around there quickly. They were made by Piece to Piece They're a bi-communal group of women who basically do lots of crochet stuff and just leave it around the place and saying, look everyone, get on with each other. You can't say further than that. Right, these are shots showing you what Ibrahim's Khan, the place we just walked through, used to look like. And anyone who points to you and say, oh, Old Town used to be much nicer, they need to see pictures like that. And this is it being renovated. It reminds me of the stuff we saw at the Keryneia Hotel, though on a much smaller scale. And the finished product. But yes, that was it beforehand. Not a place you'd want to go and have a meal at. Escape past the ice cream eaters. Right, there's the Malu restaurant we saw near the start of the previous film. So I'm going to go up this way. CBD shop. I thought they were illegal now, or do they have to do below a certain level or something? I don't know. Nothing to do with me anyway. Right, so we've got clothes shops and restaurants and bars again. Like I said previously, we'd come down here at night and this place is a different world. For clusters of life you'll find all over the place, people out enjoying themselves. As it is, it's lunchtime and it's Wednesday. And unusually for a lot of Europe, Cyprus tends to have early closing on Wednesday. Now just down here, you can get very nice kebabs. I'm wondering if I should show you them. It's right by the building I showed that had all the water in it on the Paphos damage film. They seem to be boarded up now, that building. But there are two places here right next to each other that do kebabs, and both of them are very nice. Very tempting, I have to say. Mind you, I think I've got food at home, so... Well, no, I've got food at home, but I think I've got designated lunch at home, put it that way. There's also a bamboo spa in there. Not quite sure what that is. That car that we saw the other day is still there. I don't know if it's been moved or not. See that blue Jeep? And they just parked it there again. It doesn't seem to have any rubbish wedged in his wheels anymore. So perhaps they're just using it as their parking space. Good job we didn't understand that. Oh, there is some stuff actually. So that, yeah, that car's still there. Looking at that. Strange. Well, what I mean is that car still hasn't been claimed. Because obviously it's still there. Now that appears to be a workshop. Oh, so you've got this little place here, Keryneia. Oh, that's not open at the moment, that's closed. They had a nice little garden where you could eat. And that place in there is very busy. We're doing a roaring trade, so given that they're very busy, and I've got lunch at home, I shall do the honourable thing and won't let the call of the kebab get to me. That could be a book, it could be could rival Jack London. Now we're heading back to the car park behind the mosque, and if you recall from the previous film, there were lots of cats there waiting to be fed. The question is, have they been fed, or are they being fed, or are they still waiting? Because if they're still waiting, I imagine they're quite hungry by now, as I am, despite the fact that etc. They appear to have been fed and they're eating now. So I'll be able to leave you with shots of Paphos Cat Lady doing her feeding jobs and, well, the results of it, because we haven't seen her doing it. And I'll say again, if you do want to help her out, I'll put a link up to her page. And talking of helping things out, if you like our films and want to subscribe to our channel, please do so and share them far and wide. And if you want to help us out financially, then go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and send us a few coffees. And if you want to get something back in return, one of our calendars features pictures of cats, he said, for no apparent reason. Go to our Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/Paphos Life and have a look there. Get the cats in again. Have they been fed or not? I'm not sure. I don't think they have. I don't think that dog's been fed either. I'm going this way so I'm not in sunlight. They haven't been fed yet, I don't think. But there's lots of kitties here. And yeah, follow our Facebook page, Paphos Life, as well. And join our Facebook group. I'm going away because I'm annoying that dog. Sorry, cats. Yeah, join our Facebook group, Paphos Chat, and Cyprus Chat for that matter. And just say hello. Don't think that dog's going to shut up. So I'll leave you with a last look of the mosque, and I'll say see you in the next film. Cheers.